Welcome back, it's your boy Bowler's Big X, and right before we get this video started, I want to give a shout out to ES File Explorer for giving me the promotion for this video. They're an awesome app that'll help you manage your account and all your photos, videos, games, things like that. So you have a good general overview of, where everything is. It'll help you manage your inventory. And now to today's video, the second one of today, the double header, as I said it would be. I'm going to do a video of what is in my bag. I get this question a lot, seeing as I just went through a company change. A lot of people want to know, hey, what's in your bag? First off, I will say, video premiering now, this one should go up around 7:38, while the one prior goes up around 5, I believe. And to get started, I want to say my shoes. I'm using Dexter 9s now, not the Brunswick TPUXs that I used to use. I'm using Dexter 9s. I'm currently not using any thumb or finger tape like I used to with my Sarge Easter grip. And I'm keeping everything on the low. I'm using just a regular Tract chamois and a rosin bag. And then I'm using ebonite thumb insert tape, white tape, 3/4 inches. I don't really like the full inch, and I like the white tape. It gives me more of a grip in the ball. I'm using Turbo products, so Turbo switch grip and Turbo insert for my middle finger. And now on today's main topic, the 6 main tournament balls I've been using. Number 1, we're going to go with the Onyx Vibe by Hammer Bowling. This is with the CT Reactive Max cover stock. It is a 500 2000 Avalon TM polish with Powerhouse Victory polish. For me, it's the RG is 2.51 with a differential of 0.042. For me, it rolls kind of like a Hustle Link. It's a lot longer down lane for a solid than I'm used to, but it gives me a nice poppy motion. Plus, it has just an overall good shape. It is more of a longer pattern ball that I don't need an ASIM for, so if it's heavier volumes, I can just hit it at the bottom of the swing and the ball will just roll up nice and easy. Next ball is the Kinetic Ruby by Tract Bowling. The Kinetic Ruby features the QR6 solid cover stock with a 500 2000 Avalon finish. The RG is 2.49 and the differential is 0.038 with a mass bias of 0.005. For me, the Kinetic Ruby has become one of my favorite tournament balls because of the fact it's a solid ball, and even though I'm not fond of ASIMs usually, I really enjoy this one. I really find it easier to throw on a lot of patterns because it gives me such an early controllable read, and I really feel just comfortable. It's strong but not too strong, weak but not too weak. It's that perfect benchmark ball to go to. Next ball we have is the Hammer Rebel Yell, which, if you don't know about this ball was featured on the 2018 Masters, if I'm not mistaken, when Andrew Anderson won with it. The cover stock is the Juice Pro cover stock, which is actually coming out on a new handball, the Flawless. It features a 500 2000 Avalon polish with factory finish polish. For me, my Rebel Yellow is very odd. Even though it's a pearl, I did put it down to surface for me. I put it down to 1500. Well, I went 500,000, 1500. And it honestly rolls really heavy. Like the numbers suggest it would roll heavy. It's a 2.48 with a differential of 0.044. And the numbers suggest it would roll heavy, but it also gets down lane. So when I had polish on the ball, it would just go 50 feet, snap left, and look like a monster for a symmetric ball. For me, I find it more comfortable in my house shots. As you saw in my last video, I've been using it a lot in house shots. Really, it is a good tournament ball for when I want to get straighter and I want a little bit of shape on the back end, so I can just kind of get my hand out of it and throw it out there. And then on to the next ball will be the Purple Hammer Urethane, which everybody knows the Purple Hammer. It's the Purple Hammer. Has the has a urethane pro cover stock, 500 1000 or 2000 Avalon. It's just a beast of a ball. RG 2.65, differential 0.015, and quite frankly, I could use that ball on literally any oil pattern out there. It is just that good of a bowling ball. I mean, you really could throw it on anything. I've thrown it on 44-foot patterns, 45-foot patterns, I've thrown it on 33-foot patterns, and it all works the same. It's a good urethane reaction. It does the same thing every time that you want it to do, and it never gives you some of that wishy-washy, you don't know what's going on reaction. And quite frankly, I just really enjoy it. I mean, everybody talks about how good the ball is. It's just, you can't understand how good this ball is until you've had one. Next one is the Columbia 300 Eruption Pro Blue. It features the Bend It solid cover stock with a 500 1000 Aberlong finish with polished Powerhouse factory polish. And the RG value is 2.5 with a differential of 0.036. And for me, I put mine down. I took the polish off and put it at 1500 because I like my surfaces. And quite frankly, to me, it reacts like an IQ Tour Edition, which, if you know me well enough, you know I love the IQ Tour Edition. One of my all-time favorite balls, one of my all-time favorite tournament balls to go to. I just feel really confident throwing this ball. Because the differential isn't so high, I'm not worried about the ball flaring way too much. And because the RG is low enough, I can really just hit it, let it read, and let it do its thing. I did like it with the polish on it, but I just trust it more with surface, because surface is just... it's just comfortable for me to throw. And finally, for the sixth ball, we have to go to the most boring ever ball to throw, the Game Breaker 3. Now, why do I say it's the most boringest ball to throw? Because, quite frankly, this ball does not miss, unless you make it miss. It has a GB 12-7 hybrid cover stock with a 500 2000 Aberlong finish. It has the V2 core in it, and the numbers on it are 2.48 and 0.048. And quite frankly, I don't miss much with this ball when I'm throwing it. I actually brought mine down to 1000, and the motion I get out of it, it actually started reacting better for me the more I used it. I would throw it and throw it and throw it, and the first couple games, it's like, it's okay. But then it took a while, and I really started to develop a feeling for that ball. That ball just became something I can go to whenever I don't know what to go to. And it is a very versatile piece too, because of the fact that if you do put surface on it, you can play on longer patterns with it. It's not so benchmarky that you can't play long patterns with it, and it's not so strong you can't play shorter patterns with it. I mean, it is quite literally one of the perfect balls. I would compare it to almost like a phase 2 for me. Like it reminds me a lot of the Kinetic Ruby, but it doesn't have that same tumbling motion that the ASIM core on the Ruby has. It has more of a smoother, archy motion, and I would honestly say the ball is probably about 3 feet earlier, even though with the surface differences, it's about 3 feet earlier for me than the Ruby even. And I just wanted to get this video out there, let y'all know how I'm doing. Everything's great. And I want to say one more time, thank you for ES File Explorer for promoting this video. I think y'all should go give them a check out. Put the link in the description below. Check me out on Snapchat and Instagram. And I will like you guys, just hit the like and subscribe button whenever you get the chance. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll end this video here now with a happy, healthy salute. Welcome back, it's your boy Bowler's Big X, and right before I get this video started, I want to give a shout out to ES File Explorer for giving me the promotion for this video. They're an awesome app that'll help you manage your account and all your photos, videos, games, things like that, so you have a good general overview of, where